Guys, this is part 13 of Azure tutorial. In this video, we will learn how to deploy a web application, especially an ASP.NET web application to Microsoft Azure with the help of App Services. As we have discussed about App Services in our previous video, part 12 of Azure tutorial. So if you haven't watched that video, I strongly recommend you to do so. The link is in the description below. Also, I'm going to give you the steps to deploy a web application to Microsoft Azure with the help of App Services. So please refer it out. So what are the requirements that you will be using? So basically there are only two requirements, that are Visual Studio 2019 and Microsoft Azure. As we have discussed how to basically create an Azure account in part 5 of this video series. Also, if you haven't watched that video, I strongly recommend you to do so. To install Visual Studio 2019, you can go to this website, visualstudio.microsoft.com and slash downloads. You can refer to this website, and then here 22 has not been completely released, and here you can download the community edition. I have already downloaded the community edition. Let me just close that tab, and so here is Visual Studio 2019. So here let's create a new project. So now it's initializing the templates, which I have recently used the template. It will be showing us that templates here, and all the templates are shown right here. So here search for ASP.NET web application, and okay, web application, and we want the C# type. So here is the C# type that works for us, and here click next. So now it will ask us what name do you want. I'm gonna leave that to sample. Okay, app services demo, and let's just click review. Sorry, let's just click create button. So we want our ASP.NET web application to be created with Webforms. So let's just select that and let's say create. So it will now create this web application that we have asked Visual Studio to create. Rather, it would take a long time, so I will fast forward the process for you guys. So here our web application is created. So if you go to the default.aspx, we have got some ready-made code. So and if we run this code, so by pressing Ctrl F5, so it is now running the code in, so the current browser is Google Chrome. So it will be running this web application in Google Chrome, especially this default.aspx page. So if you look at the URL, it is running on my local machine. So how do I post that? How do I basically run that in the cloud using Microsoft Azure? That's where App Services comes into role. So let this page fully load. So this page is now fully loaded. So this is how our page looks. But I don't want to basically run that in my local machine, but I want to run this in cloud. So let's just close this tab. And if we go to Microsoft Azure portal.azure.com, so currently we don't have any resource group created. Let's actually see that. Okay. And then here let's hover the mouse on the resource group and let's say view. So currently we don't have any resource group. I have deleted that resource group initially. So here, so how to publish that using Visual Studio 2019? So right click on Visual Studio and here is the option called publish. So it will take us to a page, and where are you publishing today? We want to use Azure to publish. And now it will ask the what Azure services you will be using to publish your application. We want to use Azure App Service and click next. So now subscription free trial, view resource group. So currently there isn't any resource group, and I have shown you the reasons of why. So here let's add a app service instance. So app service name, I will name the app service 1, And then subscription free trial resource group, let's see the default one. And hosting plan, so we will discuss about what are hosting plans in our upcoming videos. For now, let's select the free hosting plan. So click this new button, hosting plan name, location, let's provide that the East US location, and here let's say free. Let's click OK. So and let's click this create button. So it's now creating this Azure App Service, which we have provided the credential a service, app service 1, subscription free trial, and all that stuff. It again will take a rather a long time, so I will fast forward the process for you guys. So here our app service is created. Let's click this finish button, and now it will be publishing our app service to our Azure. So now all that is left to click this publish button. So now it will publish and automatically it will run our project in Azure. So let's wait for that to be completely loaded, and let's fast forward the process for you guys. So now our web application is running on Azure. So how to know that our web application is running on Azure? Here is the link. So look at this for our app service.azurewebsites.net. We can also see the same URL in Visual Studio too. So here is the URL. If we copy that to our clipboard and if we open Notepad and if we paste that, so this is how the URL is. So app service name, and this is the credential and .azurewebsites.net. So let's check if our web application is loaded. So now our web application is loaded, and if we flip to Azure and if we reload this page, we will see a resource group that is created. And when we go to this resource group, and we will find our app service and the app service plan created. We will discuss about what is app service plan even in our next video. That's it in this video. Thank you for listening.